Welcome to Wingnuts. What's happened?
I've just wasted 2 hours of my life.
Why?
So I spent 2 hours bleeding these Sky Ranger brakes, putting it hard under pressure, only for the thing to pop off. So now I've got to replace it with a new one, and do the whole lot together.
One of the characters of Welcome to the Hangar and Wingnuts.
Bobby the dog. Bobby the dog.
Morning, Brendan.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Getting there.
Kilo external valet.
And it's buried at the back. We'll make sure it goes near the front next time we have a sort out.
Which is that Bromwick you want to? That no,
That's Tony.
So,
Tony Gray one.
how's the comms lead from? Because that,
I haven't ordered the comms lead.
because I haven't finished time. Need the comms lead to finish wrapping up. that.
Right, I'll order the comms lead. I know I've said that every day last
For
week.
Bromley.
For Bromley. Order Flycom lead.
And you need the battery as well.
Oh yeah, and battery.
Right, so ball.
It's been drained, ready for firing it all. Just right, fire it all.
Busy day?
Busy day.
That's one full board of work, isn't it?
Yeah, got a fair bit coming in, fair bit going on.
And the dog's just run away. Have you found it?
Found it now. Yeah, shouldn't be the hardest part of a job.
What are you doing?
Just always keep your base part in your wing bag, so that way you don't lose it. We are about to do a wing strip inspection. So we've got a Quantum 912, this is a Q wing. It's coming in for some refurbishment work with us. One of the things we're going to do is take a good look at the wing, make sure there's no obvious issues. So the guy's literally just bought it, so he hasn't flown it yet, he's got no history other than what's in the logbook. The logbook looks like it's quite detailed. It's had a good service history, just hadn't been flown for a couple of years. So we're giving the new owner a peace of mind to make sure that everything's safe. So we're going to take this wing apart, have a really good look inside, make sure it rigs properly, make sure it's got its right symmetry. The downside with keeping wings fully rigged is they get tension and movement in them that you probably wouldn't want or need correcting every now and again. So we're just going to take a closer look, see what we can get.
Step aside, Michelangelo.
So we have a quick that's been brought in and our master ROTAX engineer, Shelley. Go on, Shelley, give us a wave. Reluctant person is going to be working on the engine today. What have you actually got to do on it today then, Shelley? Go on, give us a very quick overbrief.
It's
Is it a poorly engine?
a poorly engine. We're suspecting the spread clutch, and we were going to be doing it in the airframe, but the very first bolt that we came to is seized. So in order to make it easier for ourselves, we're going to take it out of the airframe so that we can, fingers crossed, get the seized bolt out, because that one seized bolt just happens to be one that sits inside the crankcase. So
So a bit of a big job today then.
it's just a squeaky bum job.
Yeah, brilliant. Right, well we'll leave you to it and catch up. We'll catch up with you later on then.
Yeah, thank you.
So with anything in engineering, there's always one bolt, and it's that one. Shelley's gonna get it out. Look at that corrosion.
It's not out yet.
It's coming out.
I think it's out of the thread now. I think I might need Alan's mole grips again. Do you think it needs a new bolt?
I think it does.
Oh, how relieved am I? Wow, look at the state of that. That was lucky.
As with all videoing, the best bits happen when the camera's not around. And Shelley's had a magical moment of getting... Which part of the engine is this, Shelley?
It's the generator.
The generator. It did not want to come off at all. And it took 3 of us to... and you've removed all the gasket sealant now, haven't you? But that was playing absolute silly people to get off. But there's...
3-person wiggle.
3-person wiggle.
3-person wiggle.
So we've now got a happy smiley Shelley now. So what's occurring now then?
So we've done one plane, that's ready to go, and now we're about to put new bungees on this wing that we've had in for a service. So wing's pretty much been complete, changing all the life parts, full inspection of it. Now all we need to do is just pop on some new bungees. Black bungees, aren't they cool? They're ace. I don't ever remember seeing black bungees on anything, and with it being a black wing, I think that's going to look really, really cool. One thing always to remember when you're changing your bungees is that it's a 1-person job. You doing one wing and your friend doing another wing means that the wing's going to be under different tension, so you need to do the entire wing all by yourself so that you're putting on the same equal amount of tension on both sides. Whether you're doing single bungees or double bungees, it's that sounds like a video all by itself, but yeah, all 1-person job.
What fun and games have you got on then, Brendan?
Fun and games. Started with fuel lines today.
Fuel lines.
Yeah, it's one of a number of jobs that have got to be done on this.
Yeah.
Over a period of time.
I think you've got enough fuel line down there.
That should keep me going forever and a day.
Brilliant.
Later.
All right, see you in a bit. Right, what a week.
Yeah, been busy.
So this is the pilot of how Wingnuts is going to come about.
Yeah.
And welcome to the hangar.
Exciting.
Yeah, it is. From my perspective, looking in to how micro maintenance is developing and building, we've seen over the course of a few days the building flourish.
Yeah.
Your sign is now at the back.
Yeah, big day that was, and on my birthday.
Yeah.
Milestone.
Yeah, milestone. Micro maintenance. Sign up.
I think as we discussed, for me this is something that's been a back burner. It's been there of going, I genuinely think that this would be entertaining viewing. It might not be. It might fall completely flat on its face. Yeah. But if we don't try it, then we'll never know. Yeah. And so filming this pilot today for me not just was isn't this going to be, it's something I've been working towards for the past 2-3 years. Yeah. And I think it'll work, but who knows, it might not work.
If you make it, they will come.
Yeah.
Looking back to we had the team huddle this morning.
Yeah. Team cuddle
this morning to set the scene out, and then what was a real eye-opener was the sheer volume of work on your aircraft.
Yeah, we're busy
on your aircraft skateboard,
and I think this is what I'm trying to not necessarily get across. But we have such a variety of work. We don't just service engines. We don't just permit aircraft. We do everything from valeting aircraft, valeting wings, changing bungees on wings, to changing spread clutches and inventing new modifications for aircraft. And I think that's kind of one of the things that I don't think a lot of people realise we do. We aren't just a ROTAX service centre. We do everything.
I mean, I've seen such a variety of work, and you've talking about spread clutches and the work that Shelley was doing today.
And did you see how bad it was when you say, oh yeah, it's just a spread clutch, but the work that goes involved in one of those, bringing out parts that have been broken for so long that you don't realise until you remove that one nut that's seized in, and the original plan was to do it on the trike, but the moment you get one seized nut, out it comes,
work to the simplest path.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's hard to explain or even quote for that.
Yeah.
You know, you've kind of got to write it in and in some ways write it off to work with the customer. You know, you can't just land them with a great big bill. But I think this is one of the things that I want to get across with what we're doing, is that it's not a case of, oh, there we go, you know, ka-ching. There's a lot of effort and a lot of work that goes in on every single job.
You touched on that point about your quotes for the customers, and seeing your face yesterday after the breaks.
Oh, yeah.
It's that you're talking about quantifiable time, and actually we've quoted for this. It's now not gone the path we wanted to go.
Exactly.
But actually the hours are still there.
I mean, fortunately, we've got some really good clients, some really good customers that we don't mind going back and going, this is broken. We didn't know it was broken until we got to this point. But yeah, you know, we can spend 2 hours bleeding a brake system and going through the entire process of making it micro ready. And then you do the final test, just like I did.
Full pressure test.
Full pressure test, pop. And you've just wasted 2 hours of your life because of a 3 pence, 30 pence part. Yeah. And unfortunately, that's just part of the job. So I think stuff like that would be interesting. Frustrating for me. Yeah. You know, really frustrating, but that's the job.
The support mechanism that obviously everyone sees a hanger, and even from my engineering background, everyone just saw the front end of it, the bits, the spanners turning, the pipes moving, aircraft moving around, the support elements, the valets. People forget about those in the background. Yeah,
we're a big team. You know, some of us, as you'll probably see from the footage, some of us don't mind having a camera shoved in our faces, and it's kind of, well, this is what we do, crack on. But, you know, we have quite a large team for what it is that we do, and some of them don't want a camera shoved in the face, and they'll get used to it if this is what we're doing. But yeah, you know, we have a huge team. We have engineering, we have design, we have a valeting team, you know, we have Flexwing, engine departments, and everything in between. You know, we all sort of rope in, and it's nice that someone like Brandon can 1 minute be servicing a wing and next minute be servicing an engine. And same with Ben. Yeah, I mean, Ben's a great asset. He's one of these guys that can 1 minute have a paintbrush in his hand because we need to paint the new workshop, and next minute is prepping some wheel spats ready for paint. You know, and it's that kind of diversity that the team lend itself really, really well to. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing behind the scenes at Micro Maintenance, and you're enjoying everything that we're doing at Wingnuts, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Hurry up.